gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. You gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. You gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow. It is Thursday for you that are watching this video. And basically, we're going to be talking a little bit about Cardano and whether or not we're gearing up for a bit of a rally. And we're going to look at some charts and things that I think are going to be pretty helpful in helping us kind of establish what we think may very well be coming here in the near future. So we're going to dive right into it. I don't want this video to be super long. Cardano ADA might be gearing up for a rally. Here's why. Speculation about Gemini potentially listing Cardano has increased after a popular post from the exchange. Despite recent declines, analysts predict a substantial rally for the asset, with projections ranging up to $10 based on past performance. Is an ADA price rally incoming? So many industry participants have recently speculated that Cardano's native token ADA may soon be listed by the US-based cryptocurrency exchange Gemini. The rumors started circulating shortly after the company released a post on X where it praised the asset and touched upon its merits. Cardano ADA is an open source protocol democratizing the process of consensus and governance. It was created to be a scalable, interoperable, and sustainable solution compared to other proof-of-stake blockchains. The interaction triggered heated discussions and was a subject of increased interest. The X-user Dave noted that Gemini's posts usually gather an average of 10,000 views. As of now, the post about Cardano has received almost 330,000 views, with many users urging the firm to embrace the token. And that's obviously a really big deal. And you know, to compare 10,000 views to 330,000, that just proves the strength of the Cardano community that are ultimately looking for this to continue growing. Now we're going to look at some charts here. This is the short-term bubble risk chart. This is on Into the Cryptoverse. This is Benjamin Cowen's platform. It's actually really quite good. I mean, if you're a chart head and you really just love data, I mean, this is probably the best library of various chart data across just about every important blockchain out there. But what we're looking at here is that we're looking at the short-term bubble risk. That's what STBR is defined as. Defined as the ratio of the price in the 20-week simple moving average, or 20-week SMA. The 20-week SMA normally provides a single weekly data point, but for this chart, we use the latest moving average value for a given week to fill data points for the entire week. And ultimately, it's just kind of showing like where the price action history and was, and then basically this heat map showing the short-term bubble. So when we got to let's see, we were back here in January of 2021. Well, this is February of 2021 where this is. And you can see that the bubble popping was imminent. Okay, so we had already hit that point. And we had technically hit that point all the way down here in January 7th of 2021. Okay. The price just kept spiking all the way up here. So by the time the price got to around $3, it was basically like, it's super risky. Not that the bubble popping was imminent, but super risky. Okay. So, you know, and here we are down here. We're just at bearish. It's just at bearish. And you can see multiple times here, October, basically all the way from, well, technically May of 2023, bearish. This is exactly where we were this time last year. Business as usual, bearish. Then we got into super bearish territory by June of 2023. Okay. This is pre-halving. So this isn't as like, oh no, this is what's happening now. This was before the halving, before everything really started to build. But then we basically stayed bearish all the way until October. And then that's when things really started to take off. From the start of this, at the bottom of it, the price was around 26 cents. By the time it concluded, it was 24 cents all these months later. Okay. And this is all bear market stuff, right? But even still, it basically came all the way back up to the recent high of around 80 cents with risky at the top of this. So this is actually a really good chart to kind of keep track of what's going on and where some of these little micro bubbles might pop. Excuse me, as the price moves all over the place. But this is obviously nothing we haven't seen multiple times before. Let's take a look at the pre-pump May. Let's see, where were we in May of 2020? Okay. So May of 2020, we were business as usual. That was around 4 cents. Okay. By the end of May, things started heating up. Okay. So around May 23rd, things started to heat up a bit, and then price started to move a little. It took basically all the way. So the price was all the way down here. It's hard to control this little dot here. It's about 2 cents by March. And then by May, it was up to 5 cents. We've been seeing all of this. This is all very similar to what we've been seeing lately. By June, it's up to 8 cents. July of 2020 into August, it was around 12 to 14 cents. Then it came all the way back down to 8 cents or so, a little bit under 8 cents. And then that's when things really started to take off. So things really started to take off around November of 2020 as we headed into the next peak. So no matter what, and there's going to be all kinds of FUD and all sorts of weirdness going on in the market as people try to, say whatever they're going to say about whatever blockchain they don't like or whatever's competing with their big bag. But ultimately, we've got time to go. But as long as I would like to see Cardano get back to around the 80 cents mark sooner than later, but we'll see what happens. Everything's going to happen with Bitcoin first. This is the Pi cycle top indicator. And this is the best version of it I've ever seen, honestly, just because you've got 3 points of data that you can basically track as you're moving the mouse from left to right, right to left, and so on. And as you can see here, we're actually getting a little bit more birth, a little bit more of a spread because of the price action lately. So, and this can continue on for quite a while. I expect this to continue on over the next year. I think we've got a full year of this kind of activity. Now, this is what I actually thought was really interesting, because people have been talking recently about the, Cardano's death cross. All right. Well, so you can see this red line here. This basically shows all the golden and death crosses, basically all the way back from 2017. So the red lines are the death crosses. So we just got one not too long ago. Okay. Very recently. Or is that today even? I mean, yeah, it looks like today potentially. And then we had another one all the way back here. Oh, excuse me, I'm super tired. I'm struggle busting. Got an early start to my day and I've got a big day. So all the way back here in June of 2023, we had another death cross. The price basically went, 26 cents and basically came down. What was the low? 25 cents. I mean, whoop-de-doo. Okay. That was a death cross. That was a death cross in the bear market. And that's what we saw. And that was before a big rally heading into 2024 that took us ultimately from 25 cents all the way to about 80 cents. All right. So death cross, not necessarily scary. If anything, it looks like the death crosses are a lagging indication of what's already happened, not necessarily what's to come. The only time the death cross really meant something was basically when it confirmed the bear market for a lot of people. Even though a lot of us were calling the bear market at certain, previous points, it's different. You might have your Bitcoin peak, and all that is an indication that the altcoin peak is coming. And so, and we did see that. We saw, Bitcoin spike up first, then we saw Cardano spike up like a couple months later and saw its peak. and then it started to reverse, and then we got a death cross that basically said down we go. It's the bear market territory. Because when you're talking about this kind of volume and this you didn't see that. Even with big dips, you don't see that death cross in a bull run. Okay, you could get a 20% pullback. Like from here, ADA's price is 14 cents, came all the way down to about 7 cents. So it came down 50%. This was in August. July, the end of July, all the way to September, and it pulled back 50%. This isn't a bull market. This happened, but what you didn't get is that death cross. The death cross really does kind of seal the deal for altcoins after the bull market peak. And then you had this one, you had this death cross, and it basically the death cross triggered, which looks like it's lagging to the bottom previously, and then it just started to take off. And it looks like an insane rally there. So people talking about these death crosses on Cardano are just looking for stuff to write articles about. It's a lagging indicator. It's already happened, and we probably already recovered by the time they're talking about it. 80 unique addresses active per day. This has come down a little bit. Obviously, what else is it going to do? Because people react to FOMO. People react to hype. And when the market is down and Bitcoin is down and CPI numbers, inflation, all that stuff is basically just not that good. It's difficult to get excited about things. So, man. So I mean, this has come down a little bit, but where we're at in the number of overall wallets, you're talking March, April, May. 4 years ago, we had 6.95 thousand wallets. All right. By the peak, September of 2021, we had 126,000 wallets. And we're coming back down. What was the local here? About 53,000. Yeah. And a lot of those folks have been going to sleep because the money isn't there. Like there's just not a lot of activity, but we're still very much higher than we were back in the last cycle. So everything is magnitudes higher than it was in the previous cycle in 2021. And so, that's all just fine and dandy. Like I'm not sweating it. Bitcoin's obviously doing pretty well. 64,000 up about 3% on the 7-day, almost basically 4.5% in the last, day. And Cardano's still sitting in the top 10 of the crypto market cap, up 3%. Telegram's tokens doing pretty well, up 5%. Solana's up 6%. BNB tokens up about 2%. Ethereum's up 2.58%. So, and if you're anywhere in the Tampa area at the end of this month, to make sure you check out tonofapples.com. This is a big variety play coming up. 16 days, 2 hours, 27 minutes. I think billboards are going up today or tomorrow all over the place. Hopefully those help. And I've been just kind of working on the site a little bit. This is going to be a really big deal. I'm hoping more and more people come to see it. Tickets ranging from 25 to 65 for an expensive theatrical production that's pretty cheap. It's the first time that we've ever done this here in Tampa. So we're trying to build kind of a name. And I know there's going to be a lot of media out at the event and things like that. So hopefully it'll be cool. Problem is a lot of the media that's coming, it's too soon for them in their lead time. So they're going to come and then write about the play afterwards. So, it is what it is. I was actually also looking at Crow tokens. And, Crow tokens have actually been doing surprisingly well. I mean, it's been slow. The volume's not very high, but we get little ebbs and flows. I personally think it's actually not too bad. I mean, it's been doing pretty well. And you can see on Tap Tools what the purchases have been like. 17 hours ago, somebody looks like they bought 24 million. 21 hours ago, somebody bought 12.32 million. And then 1 day ago, somebody sold 360 million. 5 days ago, somebody sold 360. So it's interesting watching the prices move and basically Crow tokens change hands. I definitely have some plans for these things over time, but you know me, I like to surprise, not promise. So and then obviously there's the Crow tokens website for those that are interested. Looking at the Cardano charts, you know, it's like it's kind of breaking down out of this channel a little bit. This is on a weekly candle. We were turning green a little bit, and then we kind of came back down. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen over the very near term. You know, potentially I just see things as same old. I mean, until we get out of the month of May, likely into June. You know, I would like to see some pumps, but I think a lot of it is also going to play a role in what happens with Bitcoin. So are we likely for a rally soon? I'm not 100% sure about how soon we are. And I know the video's flickering. I don't know. When I use OBS now, for whatever reason, the camera flickers. There's no real reason why it does that. So, but anyway, a quick video just to look at some data and some numbers. And yeah, I mean, that's about it for right now. I mean, hopefully I'll come back tomorrow with some bigger stuff, but everything's pretty quiet for the most part. So until next time, guys and gals, crow your coins, and I'll see you soon.